Well, hey, welcome back to another PLR.me live event. Thank you so much for joining us here today. And where are you joining us from? Would love to know exactly where you're tuning in from. I know we have people from all over the world. I am typically in sunny LA, and today I am traveling in hot Arizona. So let us know where you are in the chat, in the comments. And today, well, we are talking about creating 30 days worth of social media content in 1 hour. Now, type 1 hour if you're ready for that, because I think we've all been there where social media and content creation, period, can be extremely overwhelming. It can feel as if we're overthinking it, as if we don't have enough time in the day, as if we have to come up with a bazillion ideas, and then content creation, like all of that, just creative energy that comes with that. It's hard to do when you just sit down and think, okay, I got to generate 30 days worth of content. So hopefully we're going to take all of that stress, all of that overwhelm out of that here today, and I'm going to walk you through a 5-step process that is going to use AI. So if you haven't used a lot of our AI tools in PLR.me, I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm also going to show you how to use Canva. So there's a couple of different ways we're going to go. You can use both of them in conjunction together. You can use one of them. So lots of different ideas. Hopefully you're going to take away from here today. And great to see everybody. Wow, we got a lot of people here today. Rich, thank you so much for being here. Valerie, hello. Frida, Frida from Philadelphia. I like that. Let's see, who else have we got? ABC Consultations. Woohoo! Chantel is here. So Chantel is our amazing customer support. She is behind everything. If you write into PLR.me, and she's behind everything here today as well. So if you have questions, just drop those into the comments. She'll be paying attention and dropping some links for you here today as well. So Max, you are ready for 1 hour getting this content rolling. Oh my gosh, we have somebody from Hungary. Yay, Kovacs, am I saying that correctly? Thank you so much. What time is it there for you? It's got to be like super late. Star, oh, you're in Overland Park, Kansas. I have family there, so very, very cool. Victoria in Ireland. Oh my gosh, Victoria, thank you for being here. That is amazing. Buy low. All right, you're in France. So cool. St. George, Utah. Beautiful place here in the United States. Darren, thanks again for joining us. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to hop right in here today. First of all, I want to make sure we've got something really big going on at PLR.me. Want to make sure everybody knows about this. So hands up, how many of you actually checked your email this morning and saw what we have going on? If you know, drop it in the contents. It starts with a 1 and a 6. A 1 and a 6. Anybody have any idea what's going on with PLR.me? Well, it is our 16th anniversary coming up in September, so just days away. And we kicked it off today with some early giveaways. So if you're not in on this, Chantel is going to drop the link. Make sure you head over there. Not right now. Don't do it right now, but you can do it when you're done. You've got plenty of time today. And you can check out all of the exciting news we've got going on over the next 20 days or so. We've got a lot of stuff we're going to be giving you for free. So you want to make sure you're paying attention over the next few weeks. And just our way of saying thank you for being here with us, being a part of PLR.me over the last 16 years. So thank you, Sunny. Thank you so much for our happy 16th. We are super excited. Oh, woohoo! We've all already got people winning. Vita, yes, won 6 credits. So fantastic. So that's just a little free giveaway. That's only one giveaway we're doing here today. The other is we're giving away 100 credits. And we're going to do that throughout. I'll let you know exactly how we're going to be doing that. You can enter to win. And Chantel is going to be helping us out with that as well. So great morning to you, Mary. Thank you so much to everybody being here with us. So, all right, wouldn't it be awesome if you could 10x the amount of content you put out, but also 10x the amount of people you reach, the amount of people you can actually connect with, the amount of people you can serve, and you can do all of that when you have a strategy in place and when you leverage AI and a few different tools. So your first step in what we're going to talk about here today in creating 30 days worth of content in just 1 hour is to pick your best time, because you're actually going to batch create. So batch create, if you're not familiar with this term, just simply means you're going to pick 1 hour. So maybe it's 1 hour a week, maybe it's 1 hour a month, whatever works into your particular flow, whatever you can fit into kind of your work week. And then also, what isn't going to feel totally overwhelming. So today I'm going to show you how to do all of this in 1 hour per month. However, if you're just getting started, you might want to just do it a week at a time. And everything I show you here today, you can batch in a week, you can batch in a month. So think about, when is your best time? Is it early in the morning? Is it later in the afternoon, or maybe in the evening? Think about where you can fit this hour in, and then think about how you're going to do everything I'm going to show you within that 1 hour. And it may sound totally crazy. You're like, Rebecca, this is insane. There's no way I can put 30 days worth of content together. But promise me, by the time we're done, you 100% can. And it all begins with just giving yourself that freedom and that space to do all of this at once. Because if you have created content, and I'm guessing all of you have, if you're here today, you know that if you don't do it all at once, what ends up happening is you do the ideation. So you come up with all of the ideas, and then you run off and you do something else. And then before you know it, you've done 10 other things, and you never get back to actually creating the images or maybe video or whatever else you're doing. And you're spread out and you're not consistent with all of your content. So hopefully we're going to help you create that consistency as well today. So step number 1 is picking your best time to do everything that we're going to go through. And then step 2 is identifying your pillar content. So if you're not familiar with that term, your pillar content is really just that one piece of content. And for us, it's going to be that 1, maybe 2 pieces of PLR content that we're going to use to create all of these 30 days worth of content. So let's hop on over to PLR.me. I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to kind of walk you through this process of figuring out what's my content. And then I'm going to show you the really exciting part, how we're going to use AI to generate that into multiple different pieces of content. So here we are. Hopefully everybody can see my screen. I'm going to open this up and blow this up just a little bit. Chantel, if there's trouble, just go ahead and let me know, and actually let me know on Slack, since I won't be able to see it on StreamYard. So, okay, here we are in PLR.me, and this is where you're going to start to figure out, what is my pillar piece of content? What is that piece of content I want to create 30 days of social media content around? Now, as we're thinking about this, there are 3 different types of content that we're going to talk about here today. So you've got your educational content. that content where you're teaching people something. You are walking them through maybe your process. Maybe it's how you do things within your business that you're now taking them through, whatever that educational piece is within your business and then within your content. Then you have kind of that inspirational, that motivational content that's going to help them get going or keep going or get unstuck within whatever that process is. And then that third piece of content is that additional piece of just let's get them from where they are to where they want to be. And we're going to do that through promotional content by moving them into, say, an offer, into maybe one-on-one coaching with us. So we've got our educational, our inspirational, and our promotional content. And we're going to create all of this out of one piece of content. Now, here's something cool that is a fairly new update in PLR.me. And I believe somebody asked about this on our last live. And that is we can now create or use the AI marketing assistant with any of our content, and that includes content bundles. So as you're thinking about what your pillar content is, that could be an article, that could be a worksheet, that could be an ebook, or that could also be a bundle. So our first piece here is to go in, find your piece of content. That might just mean going into your downloads, finding that piece of content, and then we're going to generate content off of that. So once you've got your pillar piece of content, I'm going to use this right here, the Success, Wealth, and Prosperity 8 bundle. And this is where we get into our actual ideation. So coming up with 30 days worth of content creation. So before we get into that, I am going to bounce back over, see if we've got some questions about, maybe how do you find your content? So let me pop back over here. Kimberly, yes, this is being recorded. So this is both live on YouTube and Facebook. So depending on where you're watching us live from, you'll also be able to go back to Facebook. So back to our Facebook page, back to our YouTube channel. You can find that. You can watch that. So anytime is your best time is our step one. Your step two is finding your pillar content. And then your step three is your ideation. So coming up with those 30 days worth of content. So let's hop back in and I'm going to show you exactly how that is going to work. So I'm going to use the Success, Wealth, and Prosperity, and I'm going to go into the AI marketing assistant. So I'm going to click on that little wand. And now once I'm inside here, you see all of the different tabs. We've got marketing. And if you scroll through here, you can see all of the different marketing templates. If we click over to content creation, this is where you want to go. So you want to scroll down, and topic ideas is what you want to click on. So you're going to choose that. And then depending on who your audience is, you're going to type in your audience, the type of expert you are, because the more you can type in here, the more information you can give the AI to work with, the more they can tailor this content to you. So let's just say your target market is small business moms. So moms that own a small business. Type of expert that you are would depend on the type of coach you are. So maybe you're a small business coach. Your name, you can add that in, your company name, your product name. You can add in the type of tone that you want. So is it, let's just blow this up a little bit bigger. Is it casual? Is it formal, persuasive? So you can kind of modify the output as well. You can put in your company name, language, product name, all of that you can enter in. And once you're ready to go, you just click generate. And then this is going to take you over into your actual results. So let me show you exactly what those results are going to look like. And then we're going to open that into the AI assisted text editor. And how many of you, let me know by, just dropping a note. Yes, you've used the AI assisted text editor and you've been in there before to maybe edit some content, maybe come in and do something just like this, where you've used the AI marketing assistant and now you're opening it up into the AI assisted text editor. So you can do exactly what it sounds like, where you can edit that text. So here you go. Now we have just generated 30 ideas. So, right, just like that, you have generated 30 content ideas for social media off of that one pillar piece of content. And that's why I said, maybe you have complementary pieces. So this is success, wealth, and prosperity. So there's 8 different pieces of content within this bundle. Now I could go back and I could find some additional pieces of content around success, or maybe wealth, or maybe prosperity. And I could also generate 30 more ideas off of those pieces. So really, it's an endless amount of content that you can create. It really just has to do with how much time do you have? How much energy do you want to put into this, depending on, when you're sitting down during the day, or how often you're coming back to do this. So let's take a look here. So remember how I said there's 3 different types of content. We've now got some educational content. We've got inspirational content. We've got promotional content. And what it's gone back through and done is pulled from this content bundle and giving you 30 different ideas that are going to be interesting and relevant to the ideal client you're looking to create a relationship with, you're looking to connect with. So not only do you have 30 different topic ideas, but we've also given you kind of the idea behind it. So this first one is the importance of setting financial goals. So the idea behind this is to educate readers on the necessity of setting clear financial goals for financial growth. Now, the suggested message is also here for you. So whether you're over on Facebook, maybe you're on Instagram, maybe you're on YouTube, you're on TikTok, you're on LinkedIn, no matter where you are, you now have a message. So without financial goals, you're just floating adrift. Set clear goals to provide a context for your behaviors and decisions. Now, certainly, you could just come in here and you could copy and paste. You could drop that right into your Facebook post. But you could also use Ask AI. So you see, as I highlighted that, our Ask AI feature popped up, and you could start to expand upon this content. So let's say you're like, yeah, that's a little short. I'm going to ask AI to maybe continue that, or to expand upon that. Or maybe you want some additional bullet points, or you want to find a relevant quote. So let's go ahead and let's find a quote. I'm going to say find a quote, and AI is going to go out, and there you go. It's found a relevant quote. So setting goals is the first step in turning the invisible into the visible. So you can see how you could start to just build this content out right here. You don't have to copy and paste this into another Word doc. No, this is a text editor, just like your Word doc, just like your Google Doc. So you could make notes in here for yourself. You can start to build this out. So I could replace this selection, which I don't want to do because I want to create a little bit longer post. So I'm just going to insert that below, and you could see how it just added that in there. And now I could start to come in here and I could format. So I could come in and I could, format just like any other text editor and get this all ready to go. So I could just copy and paste. I could also come over here and say, well, this is going to be my day 1 post. So I could say day one. And this is going to make it really easy for me to just come in, copy, paste, and schedule that out. Maybe I'm using Buffer or Agorapulse or Sprout Social, one of those tools out there. I don't know about you, but I need kind of those visual triggers to know exactly what I'm posting. So if that's you, say me in the comments, because yeah, I've gotcha. You can come in here and just, kind of structure this for yourself. So you make it easy peasy that as soon as you come in, you can just boom, copy, drop that right into your social channel without even having to think about it. Now, we've even taken this one step further. So you've got this suggested message, you've got Ask AI, that you can start to build that out a little bit as you want, as it feels like your particular style. Now we've even given you an image suggestion. So image of a person writing financial goals in a notebook. Let me show you exactly how you're going to use this. So this isn't just a suggestion for you to take off to Canva and have to spend hours figuring out. Nope. You're actually just going to copy this. So just go ahead and copy this. So Command C for my Mac people. And you're going to come right over up top here where it says image library. You're going to click on that. Now, everything you've ever created with the AI image generator is going to show right up here on the right-hand side. So you may have already generated images that you could use for this particular post. But let's just say you haven't created one. You're going to click on generate. That's going to take you over into the AI image generator. Now, here is a really cool part. This is where you're going to paste that prompt we had given you, image of a person writing financial goals in a notebook. It's kind of basic, right? It doesn't have too much creativity to it. It doesn't give you too much of a visual. So we're going to go one step further and we're going to ask AI to improve our prompt. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to click on that. And within a matter of seconds, boom, Ask AI has written out a very detailed, a focused individual diligently writing financial goals. So you can see how much more detailed that prompt is. And now we've got something that's very descriptive that we can use to generate some images. Now, if we look below, we have all kinds of control over exactly what this looks like. So we've got ad styles, we've got art styles, digital drawings, gaming, papercraft, photography. Now, again, I don't know about you, but I kind of stick with the same look and feel. You'll find that for you in terms of what feels like your brand, what feels like what you're already posting over on social media. Or you can do some homework, which I'm going to show you too. You can do a little bit of research into your competition and what's working. So I'm going to choose luxurious elegance. And once I've decided exactly my style, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click generate. And now the AI image generator is going to go to work and it's going to come put together, here you go, 6 different images. It's a little slow when I'm live, but here we go. Starting to pull it together. You can see AI still struggles a little bit with hands, with body, like the extremities, the hands, the feet, also text on pages. So you'll have to be a little bit aware of that. But once you find something that's a little less creepy than maybe this right here, this one looks pretty good. You can either go ahead and you can download all of those images. You can download one of those images. So you can just click download. You could go ahead and regenerate. So you could generate 6 new images if you wanted to. You could go back and start all over and say, all right, the hand situation's creeping me out a little bit, so maybe take some of that out of the prompt so you could create a new request. But if you're ready to go, you could just go ahead and download, and just like that, you've used the AI image generator to create an image that's going to go with that piece of content that we have created. So it's really just that simple to use two different tools within PLR.me, and like that, start to create those 30 days worth of content. So I'm going to go ahead, bounce back over, and take a look at, so how's everybody doing out there? Are we all tracking? Say tracking if we're all on the same page. Type that into the comments just so I know that we're all on the same page in terms of how much this is going to help you move faster, how much easier this is going to take your awesome, Victoria. Okay, we're on the same page. Fantastic. Cecilia, yay, we're tracking. That's fantastic. So hopefully you can start to see how much faster this is going to make your entire process when you don't have to sit down at your computer. You don't have to open a Word document. You don't have to come up with 30 ideas. You don't even have to come up with 30 messages that you can drop into your description, into your post on social media. Vita, fantastic. Tracking, love it. Tiago, tracking. Yay. So glad that you guys are all here today, and hopefully going to be able to take this and just, really get into PLR.me, grab that pillar piece of content, start to generate that content, and then create some images. But I'm going to show you an even faster way to create images depending on your style, depending on what type of content you want to share, because for a lot of us, we're sharing very similar content day in and day out. So it could be that you're sharing quotes. It could be that you're sharing tips. It could be that, you've got you on camera and you're interspersing that with some of this other content. So I'm going to show you some other ways of exactly how to take this content, this 30 days worth of content, and quickly and easily upload it into Spreadsheet, and then over into some content into Canva. So is everybody ready for that? If you're ready, drop ready into the comments, because yes, I am so ready. I don't know if you can tell, but this is like so much fun to me, talking social media, talking anything visual, and especially talking let's fast track this so you don't spend a ridiculous amount of time creating all of this. So Cecilia is ready. ABC consultations, you're ready. Chris is ready to go. All right, let's go. So I am going to go ahead and I'm going to share my screen. I'm a little worried. I'm just on one screen today, and I'm a little worried. I don't know if you guys have seen, you get this inception going on, and we might get that here. So I may just have to share one screen at a time. So let's go back over into our 30 days. So we're back over here on our 30 days worth of content. And remember how I told you this is just a text document. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to copy everything in here. Now, you don't have to have fleshed all of this out to do exactly what I'm showing you. It can be exactly as it was when we generated it. So for Mac users, I'm going to go ahead and Command A. I apologize for anybody else for my PCs, because I haven't been on a PC in so long. Windows, Chrome, and then I'm going to Command C to copy that. And then I'm going to come over to a document that we have created for you. So I'm going to go ahead and share that. Chantel, if you could go ahead and drop down in the spreadsheet that we've got for them, that we've put together for you. And this is a spreadsheet that is called 30 Days of Social Media Posts. And now I'm going to blow this up for you. So what you will have done is you will have copied those 30 days of posts. You're going to come into this template. So we're going to share this with you. You're going to make a copy. So you'll be prompted to just come up and make a copy right there. Make this yours. I've left this as an example for you, but you'll want to go ahead and delete this. And so I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to delete this so I can show you exactly what you're going to do when you come in here. So when you come in, you're going to go ahead and paste. So Command V, and now you're going to have everything that you have just copied. Well, for the purposes of what I'm going to show you how to do within Canva, we're going to delete everything here except the message suggestion. So you're going to go ahead and you're just going to delete this column. So you're going to delete every single column here. You can do it a lot quicker than this, but I'm just kind of walking you through. So delete all of these, including the image suggestion. So I'm going to delete this. And I'm just going to leave the column for the suggested message. So now I've got these 30 days worth of posts. And now you've got all of this in your spreadsheet, right? Okay, everybody on the same page with me? I know it gets a little bit technical here, but you will have the replay so you can go back through this. But again, hopefully you'll see how just like easy peasy, super easy, we made this for you so that you are using AI to generate those 30 days. You're copying those 30 days. You're just pasting those 30 days right here into this this Excel spreadsheet or this Google Sheet. You can do this within Excel as well if you want to. You're going to come up here and you're just going to download this. You're going to export this. And you want to export this as a comma separated value. So CSV file is what you want to go ahead and download this as. And I'm going to show you why, because this is so much fun. This is where it gets crazy awesome, where you're going to take this, you're going to upload this into Canva, and like magic, it is going to create 30 images for you that you can just plug and play into all of your social channels. All right, I'm going to hop back over so that I can make sure we're all on the same page, because I know it was a little technical. If you guys have any questions on, kind of that piece of it, let's see. Will we get access to that spreadsheet? Yes, Tiago, that is just for you, for everybody showing up here. So we're going to drop that link, Chantel, please, please, please. Oh, it doesn't let you, Chantel. Okay, yes, I will 100% get that dropped here as soon as we are done, because yeah, you don't need to worry about creating that for yourself. Yay, I'm so glad. This is, it sounds like, I'm hopefully you use Wild the same way I do. That's super fantastic. And this is awesome. Nice, okay, perfect, yay, okay. Glad to hear it. And oh, Victoria, yes, glad it's super helpful. Okay, all right. I'm going to keep pressing forward then. So next step, now that we've exported our CSV file, right? Now we're going to move into Canva. And so let me go ahead and once again, I'm going to hop back over and I'm going to share my screen. If you do not have a Canva account, just go to canva.com and you can get a free account. I have a pro account, so some of the features I'm going to show you, features meaning some of the templates, and I'll show you how you know are pro, but everything you need is in a free account. So don't think that I'm showing you something that you got to go pay for a tool, because that is not the case at all. So once you're in Canva here, we're going to come right over to the top and you're going to click on create a design. Now, for the sake of this, I'm going to assume we're posting to Instagram. However, you're going to do this for wherever you're posting. So if it's a reel over to TikTok or to Instagram, you might choose that. If you're posting over to LinkedIn, you're going to choose a LinkedIn style template. But for the sake of this, I'm going to use an Instagram post. So that's a square 1080 by 1080. I'm just going to click on that, and that's going to open up to me a blank template. Now, if you've worked with Canva before, you know that, and let me just share this tab. There we go. You know that you've got hundreds, if not thousands and thousands and thousands of different templates right over here that show up under the design tab. And this is where the beauty is going to match all of the work we just did over on PLR.me. So what we're going to do now is we're going to think about what type or style of of content do we want to share. So is it maybe a quote? And if it's a quote, I'm just going to come up top here and I'm going to search for maybe some quote templates. Maybe it's a leadership quote that we've generated and we want to bring that into quote style. And if you recall, the messages that we've got in there fit perfectly for like a quote style. So if you just keep those as that message within that doc that we completed, it's going to look really, really cool. And I'll show you exactly how it looks. So now we've got a whole bunch of different styles. Now I could just go ahead, and this is exactly what you want to do, and pick exactly that style I'm looking for. Now, let me go back. You can see as I hovered over this, it's got this pro with the little crown. That means it's a part of the pro account. So it's a pro feature. So you will want to come through here and find templates like these down here that are free if you've got a free account. And if you just click on them, it just drops them right in here. Now, if you haven't used Canva much, you see as I hover over this, it gives me this purple box with these little handles. I can move this around. I can make this bigger. So if I wanted mine to look, say a little bit bigger, I could. Now, if I want a few different styles, I could come through, I could come back, and I could say, okay, I like that style. I like, maybe I like this style. So I'm going to click on that. Now, when I click on that, it's going to change it. I could also start to add pages so that I can add a variety of different styles. So maybe I'll add this style. I'll add another page. You want maybe 4 to 5 different styles when you first come in here. And so these are just styles, like I said, that you can modify before you do the next step that I'm going to show you. But all of this is going to help us generate 30 different images from those 30 different posts within a matter of seconds. All right. So hopefully we're all on the same page. You're coming in here, you're choosing exactly where you're going to post. So is it Instagram, LinkedIn? You're just choosing that blank template. And then you're going to find some of those templates that feel like your look and feel, that feel like your style. And what I'm going to show you real quick here is I'm going to give you a little sneak peek into what the end result is going to look like so you can see it. So I'm going to pop over here. I'm going to share this tab. So here is 30 different posts I just generated within just before I hopped on this live, because of course I need to test to make sure it's still working, to make sure, and it, you get a little bit of funkiness. And I'll show you this, how it will come through and modify. But hopefully this gives you a good idea of what this is going to look like and why I said you want to choose a few so that you're not posting the same exact thing over and over and over again. So if you wanted to pick 9 or 10 or 30, for that matter, different styles, you absolutely could. So now I'm going to take you back over and we're going to share this tab. So now you've got your different styles. You've got this all ready to go. All right. So now here comes, again, a little bit technical. We also have a video that details this on our playbook. So I will share the link to that over on YouTube as soon as we get done here, because this is just 5 minutes of walking you through this exact process. So if you've never been in here before, you're going to go to the apps tab on the left-hand side. And what you're going to look for, you're just going to search for, I've already got it, so it's on my left-hand side, but you're going to search for bulk create. And once you find bulk create, you're just going to go ahead, and I can't add it, but you're just going to go ahead and add it. So you click this plus sign and it will show up on the left-hand side right here. And once you click on that, you'll see it opens up. And it says, okay, Rebecca, we're ready to go. We want you to add your data. And this is where your CSV file comes in that you exported. So now we could certainly enter our data manually, but who in the world wants to do that? We're about saving time, not taking up more time. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on upload data. And here's my CSV right here. So I'm going to click on that. Everybody see that? Hopefully you're able to see that. I'm not sure because of how StreamYard is sharing, but basically what I'm doing is just uploading the file from my computer. That's all you're doing right here. And now it's already imported that. So what it's telling me is it wants me to connect my data. So I'm connecting that CSV to Canva. So right click on any element in your page to connect it to your data. So it's pulled in this suggested message. You can see that right here. And what it's asking me is, where do I want these messages to go within this image? So remember how I said if I hover over, I get this purple box. So I could tell it, and maybe I want to get rid of this purple box. I just want one box that I'm going to have this go into. So I'm going to highlight this box, and what that's going to tell it is do you see how that popped up? Connect data. I'm going to tell it connect data. And then it's asking me here to use, do I want to use this suggested message that it pulled in for my CSV? I said yes. And now I'm going to click continue. And look what it just did. Does this blow your mind? It just pulled in all 30 of those pieces of content that we created off of the AI marketing assistant. We edited it, we pulled it into the AI assisted text editor, we copied, we pasted, we put it into our spreadsheet, and now we have just imported all of that straight into Canva. And now watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to say generate 30 designs. Let's see how quick this is since we're on live. And boom, just like that. And now I need to share this tab. Look at this. It just generated your 30 different posts, just like I had shown you in 30 different, let's go back over to this, in 30 different designs, just like that, without you having to lift a finger. Now, remember what I said, things aren't going to turn out perfectly. So you'll still have to come in here and move things around so you can grab onto this. You can get rid of some of these if you want to. You may or may not want some of these features, but you can move these around if you wanted to get rid of some of this. Without financial goals, you're just floating adrift. Maybe I just want that. I want to get rid of the rest of it. I want to get rid of that quotation mark. Maybe I want to make this a little bit bigger. I can come up top here to the font size. I could choose a larger size. Like I showed you, I could also make that larger just by grabbing that. I could move this around if I wanted to, as far as where the text is in alignment, if I wanted to left align. So you can really move this around. But as you can see, and hopefully you can see, how much easier this is going to make your life between either using the AI image generator or Canva, or you could use both, because you've got now those images that you generated from the AI image generator. You could simply download those, upload those, and you could use those as your own images within all of these if you wanted to. So just a really simple, quick way that you can get in here. And I'm going to pop back over real quick before we go any further. And just a really simple way for you to generate those 30 ideas, get those into visuals, and then take it even further and get those into more customized visuals over on Canva. So, very simple process. Boom, boom, boom. Like I said, I know it's a little bit technical, so it'll take you maybe a few times to get in there and get the hang of it. But once you do, you really just have that hour of your life that you could spend then now taking all of your images, copying and pasting into that tool of your choice. So let's say you're using Buffer, and you could now, because you can bulk create within tools like that too, you could upload 30 days right in there. You could copy and paste. So lots of different ways, depending on how you're handling that process. But just, can you see the possibilities of how this is going to save you so much time, so much effort? Yeah, Dr. Sunny, right? And when I stumbled upon this a while back, I was like, oh my gosh, why have I been doing this manually? Why have I been taking so much time to do this? Yeah, Max, I couldn't agree more with you, where you just all of a sudden start to think about how much content you've ever downloaded from PLR.me, or content you're gonna download now that you're gonna run over there. And remember, we've got our 16-year anniversary going on. So every single day we've got exciting things for you. Today, if you didn't check it out, just go over to, and I believe Chantel maybe wasn't able to share, but let me share what we're celebrating and where you'll be able to head. And I'll drop all of these links for you. In fact, let me pop over here and just show you. So it is our 16th anniversary. As I said, you can join the celebration at PLR.me/giveaway. And today we are letting you spin and win up to 16 credits. So you could take those credits, you could use those credits for your new resources that you download and you turn into all of this content magic that we just went through. So think about it, what those 16 credits could do for you. You could come right over here, and first of all, let me come back over into, and let me share my screen again real quick here. So you could come into PLR.me, and let's get out of this. You could come up into your products tab and come into maybe new PLR products, and you could go in and you could find some new products depending on, once you spin, you win, depending on how many credits you've got. You could come in here and you could find anything that's under new. You could come in here, you could search for, let's say best vacation spots is something you want to look for more content around. So I'm just going to type in vacation up top here and come down, and I could find any number of pieces of content. I could then download. If I click download, now that's downloaded to my computer, so I could open that up. I could do anything I want, because you have got the rights to that with it. Or I could go through that entire process I just walked you through. You could click on the AI marketing assistant, go into content creation, come over here to topic ideas, start that whole process with your piece of content. So if you haven't checked your email is how we're going to notify you every single day for next 20 days or so of all of the goodies that are to come. And this is leading into big news, which I'm not going to share right now, but we will be dropping all of that information, and you can see exactly. Let me share what's going on. You can learn about our 16th anniversary, because wow, crazy to me that PLR.me has been here serving all of you for 16 wonderful years. And thank you to all of you for being here with us for 16 amazing years. So truly appreciate all of you, for being here today. And I did promise one more thing that I think it's important to incorporate into this entire process. So if you're all okay with it, I'd like to show you one more thing. Just give me a yes in the comments if you're okay with that. I don't want to take up too much more of your time. I know that we've all got busy days to get off to, but let's see, we're about at the 50 minute mark. And and let's see. So Canva offers a free 30-day trial of Pro account. Nice. Thank you, ABC Consultations. Fantastic. So there you go. If you want to check out and play around with the Pro features, which hint, hint, you absolutely should, while you are creating all of this content, I would take advantage of that. Tiago, great question. Do we need to insert manually our logo? Yes, you would need to. If you have a Pro account, you can create what's called a brand over in Canva. And once you do that, and let me just show you this real quick before we move into the next piece. And yes, thank you, everybody. Okay, well, I'll take like 10 more minutes of your time to show you that one other piece. But let me answer Tiago, let me answer your question real quick here. So if you do sign up for that 30-day free trial, ABC Consultations, if you've got the link to that, and maybe that isn't a special link, maybe you can just do it right on Canva's site. Let us all know. That would be awesome. So everybody doesn't have to go figure out and find that. But let me just show you how you add in your logo. So, all right, so we're back over here. And when you have a Pro account, you see this brand tab on the left-hand side. You can set up all of your brands. So here I have PLR.me, but you can add, so I have all of my brands as well. So you can add in your brand kit, and then you can just flip back and forth between these. And the cool part is you now have your logos in here. If you've created any brand templates, you have those in here. All of your brand colors you have in here. So it just makes it super simple to create anything with a click of a button. Your brand colors. You've got all of your fonts in here as well. So if you use very specific fonts for any of your content, you can just, with a click of a button, add in the font that you use. You can change anything to that particular font. You can also change all of, like I said, those colors right within this image. So Pro is pretty cool in that sense that certainly you've got your uploads. So anything you've uploaded, I've got my entire library available to me. You will as well. This is with a free account. So I could just, click on this and move this right over into this. I could also drag and drop. Everything is drag and dropping. You see, Canva is pretty slick that way too. If I just hold on to it, it'll drop it into position for me. So I don't even have to figure that out. And if I double click on that, it opens up, and then I've got those handles again where I can just move that around if I wanted to, depending on exactly where I want this. So really great question, Tiago, because there is a lot of value if you are creating a lot with the brand and the brand kit and being able to add all of this in. But all of that said, you can do all of this within the free, just uploading and then dropping your logo right in there. So either way, you can do it. And again, Canva just makes it, crazy, silly, easy. All right. So not a special link, you said. Okay, perfect. ABC Consultation said not a special link. I just signed up for an account and it offered me a free 30-day trial. Woohoo! All right. So everybody's got that. So fantastic. And oh, nice. Yes. So they have a team account as well. So you can sign up for the team. So that gives anybody on your team access. Then, so if you do a lot of sharing like I do, your team will just have, and it sounds like ABC Consultations does as well. You don't have to do a lot of, oh, hey, go check this out. Oh, hey, here's this link or that. They just have access to that area of your Canva account. You don't have to give them access to your entire Canva account. So pretty cool. Hey, Elizabeth, thank you so much for being here. Truly appreciate it. Okay, so I wanted to show you one more thing, which is the research piece. So let's say you've gone ahead and you have generated your 30 pieces of content or your 30 content ideas, or maybe you went a little crazy, a little nuts, and you generated, 60 or 90 or 120. You just generated a bunch of ideas off of your downloaded resources within PLR.me. A really great step for you, and if you haven't done this before, is to go out and take a look at your competition and see what they're posting, and see what the look, the feel, the style of their content is. Now, we're not stealing, we're not swiping their ideas. We're simply modeling. We are modeling what is working out there. And I'm sure you've heard this term before many, many times. Simply means we're taking what's working. We're looking at their content and saying, oh, okay, well, Elizabeth has been posting some really amazing stuff over on Instagram, and it's getting some really great traction. Like, she's got a lot of comments, she's got people interacting with her on a daily basis. She really seems to have dialed in on what her audience is looking for. Well, if she is similar, she's in a similar field, she's got a similar audience to you, you can pretty much guarantee that her audience is your audience. So her audience is going to like what your audience is going to look like. And that's where modeling comes in, where we're taking a theme, we're taking a style, we're taking an idea, and then we're making it uniquely ours. So you probably have a brand color. You're going to make it your color. You probably have a very different way of talking about things or sharing things in those graphics that I just shared with you. So you're going to do a lot of different tweaking in your delivery, in what it looks like, but you're going to do some research. So start to think about maybe 5-10 people that are similar to you. And if you haven't done this before, an easy way to do this is just go to Instagram. Go to Instagram, search, type in search the type of coach you are. So if you are, you're helping people with relationships, so you're a relationship coach, type that in, see who comes up, start to click through all of those different names. What kind of interaction or engagement are they doing? What stands out to you? What's really interesting? So I went out and did this, and I found some people I'd never heard of, and they're doing amazing things. And that will probably happen to you as well. So let me go ahead, and I apologize, I've had a little bit of a cold. If I have sound a little stuffed up, but let's come on over and let me show you what this looks like. So I just did a little bit of research on Instagram, and I came up with a gal, maybe some of you know, Julie Solomon, and she's doing some pretty cool stuff. So she is a brand strategy and brand deal coach, and she does a lot of videos. She does a lot of different things. If I take a look at reels, she's got a lot of different reels, but look at her engagement. So what you're looking for is, pretty decent engagement. You're looking to see, she creates different variations of quotes, or is using a very static image. So start to write down what stands out to you. What about, as you scroll through that Instagram feed, says, ooh, that's something I could do. Ooh, that looks really cool. Or, ooh, I really like how she uses this year by year breakdown, exactly how I grew my biz. And then she's got swipe. So if you go through here, you could see, oh, okay, so this was probably created in Canva. And you could do the same exact thing. So you're just starting to do a little reconnaissance work, a little research into exactly what people are doing that triggers some ideas for you as well. And then, of course, like I said, how you write this out, what your story is, what your background is, what your experience is going to be completely different than these people that you're researching. But what you're taking away is, like I said, what's working, so that you're not having to post and then post and then post and worry about, is it something that's going to connect? You should have a pretty solid idea right out of the gate. Here's another gal, Tasha, who's doing really amazing things once again, where the first thing that stands out to me with between the two of them is it looks like Julie has a little bit more of reels versus static images. So she's using Canva styled stuff, whereas Tasha's using a lot of that. So she's got a lot of text over images, over carousels, over reels. And so you can just start to come in here. She's very, very brand aware. So she's got all of her brand colors. I'm assuming those are her brand colors. So I would just start to come through here and get a sense of, what is she creating? How is she creating that? How could I model that within all of this content that I'm creating? So then you might take this over into Canva and start to look for very similar styles. As you know, with Canva, it's all templatized. So you could just go over there and find a template that looks very similar to something like this. Obviously, yours is going to look different. Your colors are different. You're different. What you're going to say is different. But again, this is all about finding some ideas, some inspiration, finding something that feels like something you could quickly and easily start to incorporate, and hopefully gets you thinking outside of what you've been doing as well. Because I tend to, and I don't know about you, maybe say yes if this is you too, I tend to get stuck with doing the same thing over and over and over again. And I don't look outside of what I've been doing. And then I pop over to, say somebody like Julie, and I'm like, I've never done anything like that. I've never done a breakdown of exactly how I grew my business, or exactly, if you're a relationship coach, exactly how I fixed my marriage, and how you can too. So many different ways you could use something like this. And again, like I said, start to just generate those ideas. So this is the research aspect that I didn't have a chance to get to, but really wanted to share with you, because it is so critical to not only understanding what's working out there, but also understanding, and I hope I was sharing this tab. Shoot, I might not have been. Failure on Rebecca's part if I did not. Sorry for that. This is the gal Tasha, if I wasn't sharing hers. Tasha is who I was talking about. That's got all of this cool branding. But all of this is just such an important piece. And I think often we skip over the research, and research isn't a one and done. So research is something you're going to come back to over and over and over again, just so you don't get into that place like I was talking about, where you're just posting the same thing over and over and over again. And I wanted to share with you a couple of gals that are doing a really good job with mixing it up, but with also really dialing in on who their audience is and what they're looking for. And none of this means you may have faceless styles where you're not showing yourself. Totally fine. You can do all of this with that as well. And you may not feel comfortable being on video like both of them are. Totally fine as well. You find your style, and do you as far as your style. So there you go. Let's see. I am like 2 minutes late from what I told you, but thank you again to all of you for being here. Thank you so much for hanging in there with us for 16 amazing years. Again, if you have not popped over, let me give you that. Oh, we've got it right there. I've had that. Cool. So PLR.me /giveaway. Make sure you get over there today, because that is today's giveaway only. You got to go get those credits, and you got to use those credits. So with that said, we've got 100 credits to give away to one lucky winner. So let me go take a look. I gotta take a look at our little spinny wheel here so we can randomly pick somebody from everybody that has been here today. And what is going to happen is Chantel, make sure that you reach out to Chantel, support at PLR.me if it is you that wins. Let's see. So it is Victoria. Victoria Stakelum. Did I say that right, Victoria? I hope. Victoria Stakelum is our winner of 100 credits. So Victoria, make sure to get in touch with Chantel. You can do that right here, right now. Or just reach out to her at support at PLR.me. We're going to be doing a lot more of these lives during our 16-year anniversary, so make sure to be on the lookout for that. Get into your inbox on a daily basis and check out what our giveaway is for tomorrow, day 2. I can guarantee after everything we just went through, you're going to love it because it is something that only you here today live are going to know. You can easily just implement into everything we just did. So have a fabulous Thursday. Have a wonderful weekend. And we will see you back here on our next live. We will see you over in PLR.me. And thank you again for being here for 16 years with all of us. And enjoy the rest of your week. All right, everybody, take care. Have a wonderful day.